Hey, it's Deborah, and I want to share a really quick tip with you. If you're working out at home and you have a certain set of weights and you get to a point where those weights are no longer giving you overload, meaning you can't reach fatigue, which is always your goal. Whether you have a heavy weight and you're fatiguing at, say, 10 repetitions or fewer, or maybe at 15 or fewer, or you've only got light weights and you're fatiguing at a little higher repetition range, up to 25. But remember that if you're not fatiguing by then, you probably need to invest in some heavier weights or pay close attention to this. Because maybe, like me, you've got a small space and you don't want to get more and more paraphernalia and equipment that you have to figure out where you're going to store it, how you're going to put that away, or make it look neat when you have it laid out. And or maybe safely, you can't just go buy weights and lift at home alone without having a spotter. So make smart decisions. I've got solutions for you. And we're going to talk about tempo training and how that works. So first of all, let's understand this. And I realize you've got some sun coming in, but I hate to pull the shades on the sun ever. So here's what happens. When we start lifting weights, we're told, I tell people, to lift at a speed of 1 to 2 counts and lower in 3 to 4 counts. That's kind of traditional, and it's good, common, good weight training sense, if you will, or smarts. It makes it safe and it makes it more effective for the muscle because you're lifting under control. Now, there are a lot of different protocols, but here's typically what you and I do. Yes, I'm guilty of this too. We go in and we get in a hurry and we're doing a lift on one, a lower on one, up and down, up and down. There is no 1, 2 to push, 3 counts or 4 to come back down. That just doesn't happen in our busy life. So in an effort to get it done and kind of check it off the list, we don't necessarily do quality. We just get another thing done. So here's what I'm going to do is remind you of what you ideally should be doing. So instead of we go 1, we don't pause at all on the end. And that's okay, but I'm going to tell you why you might want to change that. And then we lower in 1 count and we just start again, right? So what I'm going to suggest to you is that we actually want to erase that one and we really don't want to do it. It's typically what boot camps are all made of. Moving faster from one thing to the next. Do it again, do another one, and do it fast. And in part, that's good because you can burn a lot of calories because you're moving. But you're really not stimulating your lean muscle tissue like you could if you spent more time under tension or went with a heavier weight that in fact forces you to go slower or use power and then control on the way down. So be thinking about first what your goals are before you decide what program you're going to do. That's smart. Now, tune in next as I show you different protocols for tempo training.